Well, Barnes Nursery is an interesting company. It's our 71st year this year, and we started off as a rose growing company and have evolved over the last years into a highly integrated horticultural service company.
Well, in 1992, we were finding that the landscape crews were coming back at the end of the day with large amounts of organic waste. At that time, we were obtaining permits to burn it, to dispose of it. But we also needed more landscape materials and thought composting would get us there. Our physical facility is 25 acres and it's located a quarter mile south of our main garden center, our original location. And there we do composting as well as soil blending and recycling of some sands and other industrial materials.
Barnes is located in north central Ohio on the shores of Lake Erie in Huron Township, which is right close to Sandusky, Ohio. Sandusky is well known for its access to the Lake Erie Islands and Cedar Point, Kalahari Amusement Park, and millions of tourists in the summertime. We have about 100 people working during our busy season, and it goes down to about 45, 50 during the winter.
We determine the layout of our facility with like a hierarchy of needs. First thing is safety, next is environmental needs, and then production needs. At our facility, we handle the commercial and retail inbound customer, the ones dropping off differently. The commercial customer comes in and gets their paperwork at our trailer, and they drop off deeper into our facility. It is 25 acres. They go to the back of it. We have areas to drop off food waste, yard waste, brush, industrial sands, industrial soils, and that's their experience. To contrast that with the retail drop-off, they pull up their trailer, get their paperwork, or make their payment, and they're just about 50 feet across from there. They're dropping right in front of us, where we could direct them to the correct pile, and a lot of that material gets carried to the back for further processing.
We have a 60-mile radius of service area, but keep in mind that half of that is the lake, so that's why we tend to go out so far. Kind of a rural community, not highly populated, and because of that, it has been instrumental in what we do at our composting facility, and what we take in and what we make fits our location.
Barnes handles yard waste by keeping like materials together. The mixed yard waste, the grass, the leaves that come in craft bags and stuff go into one pile, and then the brush goes into another. The brush takes a route of going through a grinder and going into our mulch process, where we make some natural mulches for landscaping. The mixed waste and the leaves heads towards the compost process. So after it's gathered up, it goes through a grinder if necessary, and then it is put out into windrows, long piles where we have a windrow turner that turns them. We also have an opportunity to add moisture to it or amend it with other materials at that time. When food waste comes into our facility, it goes to a separate drop-off area. It is a pad or a bunker, so to speak, and there we add the carbon source, which is the ground yard waste, to the food waste. And we quickly amend it. That keeps vector control in place and odor control. And it begins the compost process quickly. Along with our Class 2 compost facility and Class 4 compost facility, which is food waste and yard waste, we also manage industrial sands, foundry sand, spent foundry sand it's from a metal processing facility. Very clean product. We use it as an amendment in our soils. We also take in dredgings. They're from harbors around their area. We are along the shores of Lake Erie. And that, the dredgings are a lot of silt and a lot of clay. And then we have the sand, industrial sands, and then we have organic matter, the compost, from our compost facility. Sand, silt, clay, and organic matter are the 4 ingredients of soil, which brings us to our blending process, which we blend those to meet the needs of the customers, their soil needs. Barnes customers are, they could be the large commercial customers, somebody doing like an artificial wetlands or a large amusement area or park system that needs soils, all the way down to the homeowner, the do-it-yourself homeowner, everything in between. Barnes is our biggest customer. Here's why. We could sell soils or compost to the customer, but then we're a vertically integrated company. We have a trucking fleet. We could sell the material plus delivery, and we also have installation crews. And oftentimes our loaders and equipment operators, they will wind up on large jobs installing the very soil that they work to screen and blend.
And I guess our biggest claim to fame is the great collection of people that we have working here. It has made the company what it's become. 3rd generation, and we actually have the 4th generation working this year for the first time. So it's exciting.